What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing an Albany International Airport with snow, aka flour. And now I know the Thanksgiving holiday is coming up, and I will be doing another one of these very soon, but without flour. This one is for Christmas 2024, so the setup is correct with the terminals, and some of the planes aren't accurate, and some of the liveries aren't accurate. So let's get into it. Right here we have a Delta Boeing 757-200, and this was pushing out from B8, which is right there, which is getting recovered in snow. And this airplane will be heading out to New York LaGuardia, and I do not have a Delta CRJ-900, so that's filling in for it. Pushing back here is a JetBlue Airways A320 heading out to Fort Lauderdale. This is accurate. And moving on to a Caribbean Airlines Boeing 737-800, filling in for a Southwest Boeing 737-800, because I do not have two of these planes. And this will be heading out to Chicago Midway. Now, sometimes both of this flight and this flight are on 700. Sometimes they're both on 800. Sometimes one is on a 700, and sometimes one is on an 800. So this could be on a 700. This could be on an 800. This could be on a 700. This could be on a 700. That could be on an 800. Anyway, moving on. This airplane will be heading out to Chicago Midway. Now this would be a taxiway to go over here, but I have it blocked off due to the planes and due to the fact that there's all the traffic and the snow. Rotating here is a Spirit Airlines A320, filling in for an American A320, because I do not have an American A320. This is actually one of the airplanes that will be converted into an American A320, so look out for that. But for now, it's just going to be a Spirit livery, but the airplane is accurate. Sometimes it can be an A319. When we're lucky, sometimes an A321. Anyway, this airplane is rotating to Charlotte. Here is a Southwest Boeing 737-800. This airplane will be heading out to Baltimore, and it's just taxiing. Right there, we have a Air Bhutan Boeing 737-200, filling in for an American Eagle E-145, because I do not have one of those airplanes. And this airplane is pushing out, and it will be heading out to Philadelphia. Right here is a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320, and this airplane just pulled out from near B9, because B9's here. Then there's B11A, which is right where this airplane pulled out of, and there is a jet bridge there too. And this airplane specifically will be heading out to Miami. And American does have this, but it's on an American Eagle E-170 or 75, and I do not have that, so we have to improvise. Right here we have a Delta Boeing 737-200, and filling in for a Delta A320, because I do not have one of those. And this airplane will be heading out to Detroit. Now, sometimes it's on the A319, but Delta usually has it on the A320. Right here is an Air Canada Boeing 777-200 pulling onto the taxiway, and this will be filling in for a Delta Airlines A320 or 19, and the 20 or the 21, depending on the day. But this day, this airplane will be filling in for a Delta Airbus A321-200, which I do not have a 20 or a 19, like I just said. And this airplane, anyway, will be heading out to Atlanta. Now I'm going on to this terminal here, which is Terminal A. We have an Alaska Boeing 737-800, and this will be filling in as a United Boeing 737-800, because I do not have one of those. And this airplane will be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Right here, we have an X-Frontier Airbus A320, and this is filling in for... this is filling in for a United CRJ 700 that goes out to Newark. Now, normally it's an E-145. So that's actually what this airplane's filling in for. I am sorry, it is not filling in for a CRJ-700. It is filling in for an ERJ-145 for United Express, which I do not have, and this airplane will be heading to Newark. Right there we have a United Boeing 777-200. This airplane will be filling in for the United flight that goes out to Washington Dulles. In this aircraft, this is also on the ERJ-145. The Newark flight, by the way, guys, could be put on the CRJ-550 or the E-145, but it's mainly on the E-145. And this airplane is normally on the ERJ-145 that goes out to Washington Dulles in the morning, but I do not have one of those, so we have to improvise. Moving on around to this side, right here, we have a United Airlines Boeing 777-200 that is just sitting here. It's not going anywhere. It's not on the taxiway, but it is sitting here, and this airplane will be doing the afternoon flight to Chicago O'Hare. And normally that airplane arrives and then turns around, but I decided that the airplane has already arrived in Albany, and it's just sitting right here, going absolutely nowhere this morning. For the cargo section, now normally for this time frame, it is 5:55 a.m. It is 6 a.m., not 5:55 a.m. For the time frame, it's actually 6 a.m., my bad. All of these planes here take off, and normally FedEx is not here, but I decided since it's Christmas, because this is a Christmas airport update, FedEx should land early. So here's a FedEx Boeing 777-200 with snow on it because of the snowstorm, and it's flying early in the morning, and it's snowing when it came up to Albany. And this airplane is landing in from Memphis, Tennessee. This airplane will have to make a quick stop, and it'll have to exit off of one of the other ones, which between the Spirit and the Air Canada, there is a taxiway there, and that's where the airplane will come off, and it will come around, it'll come behind here, and it'll taxi over here. Now, this normally does not happen either. There's normally only a FedEx Boeing 757-200 and a UPS Boeing 757-200, but I do not have any of those planes, so I have to use a 777 for FedEx, and I have to use a Boeing 747-400 for the UPS. And normally there will be no plane parked here or here in the morning. Sometimes there's just sometimes it's just UPS who flies in, or sometimes it's just FedEx. And the FedEx pulls into this space, and then that's it. UPS doesn't fly, and sometimes it's the opposite way. But I decided since it's Christmas and FedEx got to deliver, I figured, why not? Here's a FedEx Boeing 777-200 filling in for a Boeing 757-200 who is waiting to take off for Memphis, Tennessee. And finally, for this airport update, we have a UPS Boeing 747-400. That is going to be that airplane landed in from Louisville, and it is getting ready to push back and take back off to Louisville. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you subscribe. I hope if you're new, you consider pressing that red subscribe button and making sure that the notifications are all. Thanks to clicking the bell and clicking all. That way you get notified when I post a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. And I'm not going to say Merry Christmas because it is not Christmas, but enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.